Hi all, today's video is going to be very informative. In this video tutorial we are going to see how can we handle web table in Selenium. So you must have come across HTML web table in your application under test, right? So whenever it comes to web table, so we have something called as table header, table row and table column. So table header is denoted by th tag and table row is denoted by tr tag, whereas table column is denoted by td tag. So let me show you an example. So this is the official website of W3 schools, and if you see this particular table, right, has been designed by using HTML. And if you see this company, contact and country, so these values are called as your table header. Okay, and if you see, these are called as your table row, right? And this is called as your column, table column, right? So how can we fetch or retrieve value from each and every cell? So if you see, this particular value is present in a particular cell, so how can we retrieve value from each and every cell? And also, like, what if I have to compare all the values of a particular table, okay, so with the expected values, right? So that's what we are going to see today. So to handle web table, what I have to do is I have to go to Eclipse and I have to create a class. So I will create new class and I will name it as handle web table. Okay. So as usual, I am going to copy the code from our first script. So basically this script is for opening any browser and for invoking the application under test. So I'll just paste it over here. So all I have to do is I just have to change the application URL. So I'll go here and copy this URL from here. And I'll paste it. Okay. So now I'll just write here handle web table. Okay. So now first we are going to see how can we retrieve cell value. Okay, after that I will show you how can we compare those values with the expected values. Okay, so for that what I have to do is I have to inspect this table. Okay, so what I'll do, let me just inspect it. If you see, the ID of this particular table is customers, and inside this table we have T body, that is called as table body, and inside that we have TR. Okay, so this is the first row, and inside first row we have TH, that is called as table header. So if you go to the second row, we have TD. So from this actually we have the cell values. Okay, from this we have the cell values. So what I have to do is I just have to check like how many rows are there first of all. Okay, so if I write here like this, I have to write XPath, so I'll just write here table. Okay, then I'll write here @ID is equal to customers. Okay, so I have found one matching node. So after that I have something called as T body. then I'll write here tr. Okay, so if you see, now I have 7 rows. Okay, so I'll take this URL and I will write it here. So I'll just write here web element, or I can just write here int rows is equal to driver dot find elements. Okay, find elements by dot xpath, and here I have to give the common xpath, and I have to calculate the row size, right? Or how many rows are there. So we have one method called as size. Okay, so this will return you the number of elements, the number of web elements. Okay, now similarly I can write int columns is equal to driver dot find elements, okay, by dot xpath. So what xpath I will write here? So if I consider the first row, then I'll write here th. That means 3 columns are there, because there are 3 table headers. That means 3 columns are there. So I'll take this xpath and I will write it over here. Okay, so now I have got row size and column size. So here I have to call size. Okay, so now easily I can put one for loop. So I'll just write here for int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to rows I plus plus. Okay, so here I have to put nested for loop. So one for loop is for iterating uh, through your rows, and the another for loop will be for iterating through columns. Okay, so I'll just write here for int j is equal to 1, j less than equal to columns, or cols, j plus plus. Okay, so now I have to retrieve the value from each and every cell. Okay, so I'll just write here string cell value is equal to driver dot find element by dot xpath. Okay, so I will write like this. Okay, so this will be I value. I value is my row value. Okay, and after that I have to write td of j. Okay, then I have to write here dot get text. Okay, but if you see, if the row value is I, we have to fetch the text from th tag. Okay, we have to fetch the value from the th tag, but from row 2 onwards we have to fetch the value from the td tag. So here again we have to put one condition. If I is equal to 1, then what we have to do is, I'll write the same thing, shift and control V. So instead of td I just have to write here th. Okay, else I can write here, cell value. Okay, so now after this what I have to do, I just have to print it. Okay, so we have to print the cell value. So I will write here, so system dot out dot println. So I just have to print the value. So ln is for creating a new line. Okay, so I just have to print the value. So I'll just write your cell value, and I'll concatenate with one pipeline. Okay, here also I'll write the same thing, system.out.print. Okay, so after each and every row, okay, I have to create a new line, right? So this is for column iteration. Okay, so after this, to create a new line, I just have to write like this, system.out.println, so that it will create a new line. Okay, so once a particular row is done, that means it has fetched values from a particular row, it has to create a new line, right? So that is the reason I have to write this statement, system.out.println. Okay, so the second for loop is for column and the first for loop is for row. Okay, so let's check whether we are able to fetch the values or not. So what I have to do is I just have to save it and I will run this script. So let's see, run as one Java application. So it has opened our application under test, and let's go to Eclipse. It is taking some time. If you see, we have got all the cell values, right? We have got all the cell values. So the page title is HTML tables. After that, we have got all the values from each and every cell, okay, along with the table header. So in the next video, I will show you how can we compare the table values with our expected values using an array list. Okay, I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching this video.